Go to page 9b, Tet Amut Bet, and we will be going straight from the Mishnah and on. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 lines from the top. We are holding by the Mishnah. 13 line from the top, page Tet B, 9b. Okay, let's go. Shimshon halach achar enav. Shimshon followed his eyes. Lefikach nikru plishtim et enav. Therefore, plishtim poked his eyes. Shneimar, it says vayachazuhu plishtim vayinakru et enav. And plishtim, they grabbed him and they poked his eyes. Avshalom nitgae besa'aro. Avshalom was showing over his hair. Lefikach nitle besa'aro. Therefore, he was hung on his hair. Give me a second.
Хорошо. Мне говоришь, как подожди. Можно?
Только стейтинг, ничего не видел.
Ну, я аккуратно.
Good, okay. Good. Okay, let's go. Avshalom nitgae besa'aro. Avshalom was showing off with his hair. Lefikach nitle besa'aro. This is why he was hung through his hair. His hair got stuck on the branches of the tree, and then his horse was going, and he got hung on this tree, and 10 soldiers of Yoav, they poked him with their swords. Mr. Father and Baruch Abem. Because he lived with the 10 concubines of his father. Therefore, they poked in him 10 swords. It says, and he was surrounded with the swords, 10 swords, with people who were carrying the vessels of Yoav. Because he stole 3 stealings. How? Lev Aviv, his father's heart, he was lying to his father. Lev Bedin, he lied to Bedin. Velev Israel, and the heart of Jewish nation. He said to people that he was going to be a king, and so on and so on. 1 second. לכתיב אלחנה והשלמה את נדרי, וכתיב את אבשלום, הלכו 200 איש קרואים והולכים לתומם, ואמרינן בסוטה ירושלמי קרואים מדוד שעל ידי מצוות דוד הלכו עמו. אמר לו, כתוב לי שהלכו עמי אותן 2 שאבחר וכתב לו, והיה מראה חותמו של דוד ל2 והולכים אחריו, וכן 2 אחרים עד שכנצם 200 כולם ראשי הסנדות, אביו ועבדים. Basically, he used his father's credits for his own benefit. So he lied to his father and lied to Bedin. Okay. Velev Israel, and the heart of Jews, Vayiganev Avshalom et Lev Anshe Israel. And Avshalom lied to the hearts of Jews, to minds of Jewish people, stole their ideas, they believed in him, and he lied to them. Lefikach, therefore, Nitkeu bo Gimel Shvatim. 3 Shvatim were against him. Shneimar, they want to get rid of him. Vayikach Shlosha Shvatim bekapo. Vayitkaem belev Avshalom. And 3 Shvatim, they were against him, and they wanted to get rid of him, but they rebelled against him. V'chen le'inyan hatovim. So now, Gemara says, when you do something bad, Hashem gives you reward something bad. But when you do something good, Hashem gives you something good. Leinyana tova. Also something good. How was the example? Miriam himtina leMoshe sha'a achat. Miriam waited for Moshe for a while. Shenemar, it says, "V'tetatzav achoto merachok," and his sister was waiting from far. Lefikach nitakvu la Israel zayin yamim bamidbar. Therefore, Jewish nation waited for Miriam 7 days in the desert. Mr. Rosh Hashanah. Why they waited 7 days in the desert? Because she waited for Moshe Rabbeinu for, I don't know, 10, 15, 20 minutes. So when you do some chesed to somebody, Hashem never leaves you unpaid. And the nation did not move on until Miriam was ready to combine with them, until Miriam combined them. Yosef zachalik volet aviv. Yosef had zechut to go and bury his father. And there's no one greater than Yosef among his brothers. So he went to bury his father. It says, Yosef and Yosef went up to bury his father. And also he took his chariots and all these ministers. Who's greater than Yosef? When Yosef passed away, who buried him? Moshe Rabbeinu. Moshe zachar ba'atzmo Yosef. Moshe was worthy to bury Yosef's bones. And there's no one greater than Moshe Rabbeinu in Jewish nation. It says, Moshe et atzmo Yosef imo. And Moshe Rabbeinu took bones of Yosef with him. Mi gadol mi Moshe. Who's greater than Moshe? Who was greater than Moshe to bury him? That was Hashem. Shenemar, it says, by Guy, and Hashem buried Moshe Rabbeinu in Guy, which is a close Bet Peor. But Guy, Lo Moshe Bilvad Amar, but not only Moshe Rabbeinu, and Al Kol Tzadikim, but also all the Tzadikim as well. Rav Ovadia says, Anayev, Shalom Alechem. Any person is Tzadik, Hashem goes and buries himself. Shenemar v'alach lefanech tzedkecha, and let your mitzvot to go before you. Kvod Hashem yaspecha, Hashem's honor will gather you. Means Hashem goes himself and buries tzadikim. We are holding in page 9b in the middle, right in the middle towards the Gemara. Gimel Mem, two big letters. We're starting from the beginning of the line. Tarabanan, Rabbi's learn. Shimshon be'enav marad. Shimshon rebelled against with his eyes, means he followed his eyes. Shenemar vayomer Shimshon el aviv. And Shimshon said to his father, "Otakach li ki hi yeshara be'enai." Take her to me as wife because she is reading right in my eyes. Lefikach nikru Pelishtim etenau. Therefore Pelishtim poked his eyes. Shenemar, it says vayachazu Pelishtim vayinakru etenau. And Pelishtim grabbed him and poked his eyes. And he's not so. It says vaviv imo lo yadu ki mi Hashem. And his father mother did not know that this girl to him to marry is from Hashem. Means it's not Plishtim, it's Hashem gave him this wife. Ki azal mihabatar shrute azal. But him, when he was going after beauty. Tanya we learned right. Lebi says techilat kilkulo ba'aza. Shimshon in the beginning he made a mistake from Aza. Aza is today's days we call it Gaza. So he began following her in Gaza. Therefore, they poked his eyes also in Gaza. In Gaza. In the beginning, Shimshon got punished. He was following her in Gaza. It says, and Shimshon went to Azota. He went to Gaza. And he saw Zona. Who's that? The leader. Therefore, he went after her in place called Azza. He got punished in Azza. Anytime a person goes somewhere to sin over there, he gets punished over there. The proof is from Shimshon. The Chtiv says, "Vayuridu oto Azata," and they bring him down to Azza, which is we call it Gaza. Next, The other pasuk says, "Vayilet Shimshon Timnata," and Shimshon went to Timnata. Yeah, you're right. In the beginning, he was sinning from Azar, but in the end, he finished Timnata. He achareken vayavishav nachal shorek ushma delita, and then he went to a place called Nachal Shorek, and her name was Delila. Tani Rabbi Omer, Rabbi Yudan, as he said, Ile Malne Lo Nikrashma Delila. If her name would not be called Delila, her name should have been anyway called Delila. One more time. Anytime you have a certain name, people give you a certain name, that is your name. Okay? Anytime people call you a certain name, your father, mother gives you a name, that is your name no matter what. Why? Because this is coming. Second, my phone calls. I'm already. Anytime person has certain name, that name from Shamayim, if, even if your parents wouldn't call you this name, your actions would call you this name. Why? Because this is the life lesson to anyone. Once you use name to a person, and person is using his name his lifetime, that is his name. Okay, let's see now what Torah Gemara says. If we wouldn't call her Delilah, if parents wouldn't call her Delilah, she shouldn't be called Delilah as well. Anyway, why? Dildela et kocho. Delilah, from the word Dildela. Dildela means she cut off. Delilah, with her nonsense, she cut off the strength of Shimshon Gibor. She gave all the secret about Shimshon to his enemies, the Plishtim. Dildela et libo. She cut off his heart. Dildela et ma'asal. She cut off his mitzvot. Dildela et kocho. She cut off his strength. Dichtiv, it says, Vayatsa kocho me'alav. She cut off, she took away her strength from him. Dildela et libo. She cut off his heart. Dichtiv, it says, Vatera delila ki higit la et kol libo. And he gave her his secrets, she sold him. She sold him out, and she cut off his secrets, his heart. Dildela et ma'asav. She cut off his mitzvot, ma'asav. The istalek shchina minay. Because of this, Shechina went away from him. It says, "V'hu lo yada ki Hashem sar me'alav," and he did not know that Hashem went away from him. V'tered Delila ki yigid la et kol libo. And Delilah saw that he gave all his heart to her. Mina yada. From where did she know that when he said, "My strength is in my hair"? From where did she know he's saying the truth? Maybe he would lie. Minaya, the Amar Rabbi Chanin Amar Rav, Rabbi Chanin said, Nikarin Divrei Emet. When someone says the truth shows itself that this is truth. Truth always speak for themselves that this is truth. When someone tells you the truth, you right away believe it. Abaya Amar, Abaya said, Yodabo be'oto tzadik delo mapik shem shamayim levatala. She knew Shimshon would never say Hashem's name in vain. When he said, Kivin the Omar, when he said, Nazir Elohim Ani, he said, I am Hashem's Nazir. She said, whoa, he never says Hashem's name for no reason. Amra Hashtavada Kushtaka. She said, now he's for sure saying the truth. Vayiki Hitzika lo bidvarer. And it was when she bothered him with her words. Kol hayamim, all his life. Why he had to tell her this secret? Because she was really bothering him all his life. How can women bother her husband? And she tortured him. How did she torture him? Amar Rabbi Yitzchak. Rabbi Ami. Rabbi Yitzchak said in the name of Rabbi Ami, in the yeshiva of Rabbi Ami, Bishat Gomar Bia Nishmato Mitachto. The worst thing a woman can do to her husband when she goes to have relations with him, as soon as he wants to take out to be happy, she right away comes out. When she comes out of him, he's tremendous pain he gets from her. Why? As moment of the enjoyment, she pushes away herself from him, and he's like, ah, I'm waiting. I want to be happy, and now I can't be happy. That's the worst thing torture a woman can do to her husband. And she did that to him, and he eventually had to say the secret out in order to enjoy her. And now, Pasuk says, Hashem said to Shimshon, and now, listen to me, don't drink wine, don't drink vodka, and don't eat anything tameh. Mai kol tameh. What does that mean, all tameh? Vetu ad hashtu dvarim tameim ka'achla. What? Until now, Shimshon ate that kosher stuff, tameh. Amar Rabbi Yitzchak, dvei Rabbi Ami. Rabbi Yitzchak said to Rabbi Ami, in Yeshiva Rabbi Ami, dvarim asurim benazir. Not allowed to eat something, not tameh you ate till now, but don't eat tameh has to do with nazir. Vayibaka Elohim et mechtesh asher beleki. And Hashem poked a hole through the jaw and made water come out. Amar Rabbi Yitzchak, 1 second. Where he got the jaw? He killed the lion and he took the jaw from the lion. Okay, and from that jaw, miracle happened. Water was coming out when Shimshon wanted to drink, and that saved his life. So Gemara says, Amar Rabbi Yitzchak. Rabbi Yitzchak said, Dvei Rabbi Ami, the name of Rabbi Ami. Вы видите сейчас, как светит он? Светло стал сейчас. Он стал блестеть сейчас. Боже, thank you. Amar Rabbi Yitzchak, Dvei Rabbi Ami. Rabbi Yitzchak said the name of Rabbi Ami. Dvarim ha'asurim b'nazir, vayivaka Elohim et ha'michtesh asher belechi. Amar Rabbi Yitzchak, Dvei Rabbi Ami, who Eva ledover tameh, he desired her, she's tameh lady. He wanted to be with her, and she's Delila Goya. Lefikach not luchaya b'dover tameh. Therefore, Hashem showed him, I will make your life to be dependent on something tameh. What is that? The jaw of a lion. So he wanted to be with woman who's not Jew, not kosher for him, and Hashem gave him to drink from the jaw that his life was dependent on that. So therefore, anytime your life is dependent on a kedusha, on tahara, on holy stuff, means you doing proper steps. Anytime your life is dependent on a goy, on the church, on this and that, on all this, it means you're doing something wrong.
Joe born of donkey.
I said lion, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, of donkey. You're right. And donkey and lion is the same for us. It's either way not allowed to eat for us. It's tameh. Vatakal ruach Hashem, and Hashem's spirit set on him. Said, Amar Bicham Rabbi Chanina, Chalta nevoato shel Yaakov Avinu. Rabbi Chanina said the Shechina rested. The prophecy of Yaakov Avinu rested. What does that mean? The Chtiv, it says, he done nachash ale derech, and done a snake on the way. What does that mean? Lefamo b'machane dan. So Shimshon one second. Okay. So basically, Yehida Nachash Ale Derech Lefamo b'machane Dan. Basically, he was walking in the camp of Dan. Amar Rabbi Yitzchak v'Rabbi Ami. Rabbi Yitzchak from Yeshiva Rabbi Ami said, "Melamed she'ayta Shechina mekashkeshet lefanav." Shechina always was making noise before him, walking before him, kazuk, and making like a bell. Like, hello, wake up, hello, wake up, hello, wake up. Shechina was always walking before Shimshon. It says he was like stepping in the camp of Dan. It says the anytime Kohen Gadol was walking, the bell hitting on each other and making noise. The same thing. Shechina was walking before Shimshon and basically protecting him. Ben Tziro uven Eshta'al, between Tziro and Eshta'al. Amar Rabbi Yassi, what Tziro and Eshta'al? Amar Rabbi Yassi, Tziro and Eshta'al, Shnei Harim Gedolim Hayu. They were two big mountains. Ve'akran Shimshon ve'Tachanan ze b'zeh. He was so strong, he took two mountains and smashed them to each other. Ve'hu yachel la'oshia et Israel, and he was supposed to be saving Jewish nation. Amar Rabbi Chama b'Rabbi Chanina. Rabbi Chama b'Rabbi Chanina said, Huchal shvato shel Avimelech. The Avimelech's swear now took place. What does that mean? Dichtiv im teshkor li uninul nechti. So Avimelech, when he saw Yaakov Avinu, he said, "Swear to me that my children will not hurt your children will not hurt my children." Yaakov Avinu swore, but now since Plishtim going to hurt Avimelech, right? Plishtim going to hurt Shimshon, the Jewish nation. So here, once they were going to hurt Shimshon and Jewish nation, therefore it says Batla lo yachel dvaro. So when a person swears something, you're not allowed to undo your swear. So it's a beli neder. Beli neder is not good. Don't promise something you cannot keep. But what happened is, Yaakov Avinu swore, "I'm not going to hurt your family, and you don't hurt my family." But once Goyim, Plishtim start raising hands on the Klal Israel, so now our swear is taken away. We could go and harm back. We're allowed to harm back. Why? Because he took away his swear. With this, I want to stop here. We're holding on 10a. Tomorrow, Be'ezrat Hashem, we will continue learning Gemara, Sota 10a. I would like to say thank you to Mr. Binyamin, Mr. Vadim Saznai, Rabbi Nisan Yadgarov, and also Mr. Yosef Yura Tzadiko, וגם Mr. David Halevi, וגם רוshel Moshe, וגם Levi. Which Levi last name? Which one?
Actually.
Levi, who's Levi? Okay, Mr. Levi, thank you, Mr. Boris Bachor. Thank you, Mr. Laser. Hazag Baruch, thank you, Mr. Israel Benaminov. Thank you, Mr. Israel Shalamov. Thank you, Mr. Menashe Bachayev, Mr. Asher Amina, Mr. Avram Chaimov, Hazag Baruch, Mr. Ili, Mr. Shlomo Niyazov, Mr. Shlomo Priyov. Thank you, guys. It was amazing to see you all.
Solomon Moshe.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rabbi.